guys, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you guys are continuously watching. You guys are continuously clicking in. So I am back with another video about bedside nursing and why I choose not to do bedside nursing at all. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Alissa Monae. I am 24. I'm a licensed practical nurse and I work in COVID testing, as you guys may know. Some of you know, some of you don't. If you don't, now you know. So please subscribe, like, comment, share my video with your nurse friends. Go to my Facebook page, which is Nurse Alissa Monae YouTube, I think. I'll leave it in the description down below. And yeah, continue watching. Let's get started with this video. So I am just calling a patient for their appointment. Bear with me. I don't think they're gonna answer actually, because I don't see anybody in the parking lot either.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, this is Alissa. I see you had an appointment for 11:40. It is 11:42. Just so you know, you have a 5-minute grace period. If you don't make it here within the 5-minute grace period, you'll have to reschedule. Thank you. Bye-bye. So they didn't answer, so I am just going to wait for a call back, which they have about 3 minutes because it's 11:42. And if I don't get a call back, I am just going to assume that they are not coming and they will just have to reschedule online. So yeah, so I just wanted to talk about like why I don't work bedside, basically in the skilled nursing facilities and in basically like nursing homes, any skilled nursing facilities, like any rehab places or anything like that. So let me start with this. For one specific reason why I don't work doing bedside care is the ratio. The patient ratio is really a big deal for me, especially being a newer nurse. Like you guys know that I haven't been a nurse for that long, so working with a large patient ratio made me like walk out of a facility. Like if I haven't told you the reason why I walked out of my other job, like I have to make a video about it. But the patient ratio, they don't care like at all. They will give you a handful, like more than a handful, 5 handfuls, literally like 20 to like 30 patients, and they just don't have any sympathy for it. They know that accidents can happen, and they, meaning the like owners, the DON, whatever, they know that accidents can happen, but because it is nurses who work that and who are comfortable like working it, they don't care for anybody else who doesn't care to work it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's uncomfortable for you, you don't have any other choice but to try to adjust and get comfortable, or just leave like I chose to do. Like you really have to find a place in nursing that you fit in and that you're comfortable working, literally, because they're not going to spare you. And if something bad happens, 9 times out of 10, they're going to throw you under the bus. It's going to be your fault. You're the reason that it happened, and it's true. So at the end of the day, if you do decide to work inside of those facilities, which I'm not like throwing shade or anything to anybody who chooses to work in facilities, like some nurses can handle it. I'm just not one of those nurses. But if you do decide to work in those facilities, you just have to be aware that like accidents can happen because you're working a huge patient load. Like, so accidents are more prone to happen. Like you're more prone to like forget things, especially if you're not used to it. So like that was my case. I wasn't used to it, so it was very different. It's nothing like you learned in school. It's not pretty. You know what I'm saying? Even doing clinicals. So you know, doing clinicals, you help or you like assist the CNAs. And then like the nurse, like you might have a nurse in your clinical who just seems like she just doesn't want to be bothered. But that's why she doesn't want to be bothered, because her patient ratio is so high. She doesn't have time to entertain you guys or to teach you guys or to really show you guys what they know. So they don't have time because they have like 25 other patients. So I didn't understand I didn't understand at the time why during clinicals the nurses would be so mean or like so unbothered and like just didn't want to talk. But it's because they really don't have time. Like they really don't have the time of day to educate us as students and take the time up with us to teach us, to show us different things. So the clinical instructor will really have to step in, or at least in my case, the clinical instructor will have to step in and show us different things and try to persuade the nurse into talking to us, or like persuade the nurse into showing us, or my clinical instructor would take over the whole set in general. So sometimes that happened. The clinical instructor took over the whole set. She would take the whole set, basically pass medications to a few people. So they would negotiate like passing medications to certain patients, and then the nurse would just go do something else. The actual nurse who worked in the facility would go do something else. But other than that, they didn't really have time to explain anything. Like they were so unbothered. They didn't want to explain anything, and they didn't honestly. Like they didn't take up the time unless it was this one nice nurse. I will never forget it. It was in a nursing home. And she was so sweet. Like, she took the time to, like, really explain things to us. She was just so, like, thorough. She was just the nicest person ever. And it stood out to me because, like, and I can still remember it to this day because all of the other nurses who worked in those facilities were, like, just, like, not even mean, because I get it. Like, I get why you guys are coming off as mean because you have other things to do besides passing medications to 25 people and then talking to students and trying to explain why you're doing stuff this way or why you're doing it that way. So I definitely understand. I understand now. I understand now that I actually had the experience of working bedside care. Bedside care is just not for everybody, definitely. So if you are doing bedside care, you guys are amazing. You guys rock. Keep pushing. But there are other opportunities for you also, which I'm sure most nurses do know. But if you're new to the field like I was, I had to find other opportunities just by walking out. So like I walked out and then it's like, boom, okay, now you're jobless. So now you got to find other options. You don't want to go back to another facility. But I did end up going back to another facility, which was a mistake because I left out of that one too. I didn't walk out that time though. I just never came back. I just left and never came back, which is bad. Don't be like me, you know, be better than me. I tell everybody that. Don't be like Alyssa, be better than me, please. But yeah, those were like trying times, y'all. I was young. I was young. What they say, young and dumb? Baby, that was not the proper way to handle it, but I know that now, you know. So yeah, so there are definitely like other areas to do besides bedside care, like working inside of the homes, like doing the home health, or even like going house to house, like doing vital signs. I know it's a company in Illinois, in the city that I am in. I met this man in person actually, and he was just telling me that he runs a company that you could just go house to house doing vital signs, like a few nurses' notes, asking the patient how are they, like have they been to the doctor, like what happened when they spoke with the doctor, or what happened when they had a doctor's appointment, and then just chart about it, like answer a few questions. Are you feeling well today? Do a few vital signs, and then check with the medications, make sure they're up to date with their medications, that they have their medications. You don't have to put another order in. Make sure that they're actually taking it, you know, check in with them. And then go to the next house. So I think they have like 8, and I think he was saying that they were paying about $30 an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Like $30 an hour, which is not too bad for 8 hours, because it was like 8 patients, and you go to like an hour a patient basically. So that's a good opportunity. And you guys know that I also worked in plasma, which I enjoy working in plasma. If you know, you know, I really did enjoy working in plasma. I just left because the pay was low. But I always put you guys on. I put my people on, okay? Like, if you DM me, like, I could probably find you a little spot if you in the city. I could definitely, you know, reach out, make some little connects. What was I saying? So yeah, like with plasma, I only left plasma because I went in, what's the proper way? I went in with a low asking rate. I I went in with a low asking rate, which I will never do again for any other company that I apply to, because when it had get back to me that a person was making like this with a whole nother company, not to like put business out there, but you know, basically it was made known to me that you can walk through the door making this amount of money if you ask. I didn't do that because I'm a young nurse. I'm new to the game and I wasn't really familiar with, oh well, just give them a number and they can work around the number. So like I said, don't be like me, be better than me. If I know something and I can put you guys on, I will do that. So if you go in asking for higher than what you really want, so that way if they negotiate, they can try to give you close to that price or the exact number that you were asking for and nothing less. So I didn't get anything less. I got the exact price that I was, the exact number that I was looking for, but it could have been way more. Like, I'm talking about way more, like $3-4 more. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. So that's a difference that'll make me go to another company. You know what I'm saying? So nursing is not all about the money either, guys. I really would hope that you guys are able to find environments that you are genuinely comfortable in. Definitely. And plasma was okay. Plasma was nice. Actually, I really enjoyed my coworkers. I really just left because of the number. I didn't leave because I was uncomfortable. I really left because of the money. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to be this way. Be better than me and don't be like me. Please, don't be like me. Hi, are you in the parking lot for your appointment? Okay, so you can pull out your photo ID and your insurance card for me and step inside the white building in the parking lot, okay? All right, bye-bye. I'll be right back. Okay, so right now I am just going to enter the next person's information into the system. And then I'm going to enter the next patient. So I have 3 machines and the patients are 10 minutes apart. So I try to enter everybody's patient. I have one test running right here, and then I have the next patient that is in 3 minutes, and then I'm going to put the patient that's 10 minutes after the previous patient. And then so these machines are like touch. I'm going to bring you guys over here. So these machines are like touch screen. So like I was saying, these machines are touchscreen, and it's aggravating a little because I can't, the gloves aren't, you know what I'm saying? The gloves aren't a good connector, but you don't want to touch it with your bare hands unless you just cleaned it, like just wiped it down. So I prefer not to touch them. They do get clean periodically, but I just prefer to be safe than sorry and just try not to touch it if I can avoid it. But it's pretty much clean for the most part. No products get on this surface at all anyway. No products get on top of the machines. Basically, we lift the lid up, insert the sample and close the lid. And I try not to touch it once I'm handling a sample. I try to just handle the sample. When I close the lid, I make a fist to just close it type. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be as cautious as I can. But I'm getting off track. I'm going to get back to the subject that I was talking about. I'm actually going to wipe my phone down too. Yeah, so back to what I was saying about different locations. So Plasma was pretty cool. They have the home care, which is nice. I heard they also have the individualized care, where the patient might be on a vent, or they might have a feeding tube. It's a lot of different opportunities, guys. They have office opportunities, clinic opportunities, basically is what I was saying. I did get presented a clinic opportunity that I didn't take. I don't know if I talked about it with you all, but it was during the vaccination. So I did get presented an opportunity to do vaccinations inside of a clinic. The pay was about $30 an hour, and you get paid like weekly, and you're just doing the vaccinations, answering the patient health information, such as like vital signs, and just doing vaccinations, which in my opinion is easy money compared to working overtime and being stressed out because you have 25 patients and you have like crazy coworkers. No shade to anybody who works in the nursing facilities, but some of y'all ladies and gentlemen, y'all look crazy, you know? They be a little crazy. I mean, but you gotta be a little crazy, a little feisty to be able to maintain in there. Like, you gotta be a little feisty, so I'm not surprised. No shade, no tea, you know. Just being honest and sharing my experience. So, yeah, sorry guys. I had to call the nurse practitioner to make sure that a patient had disappeared off my list. And I was wondering, like, did I even enter the results? Like, she just disappeared. I don't know. But everything is fine. She just went for an in-visit, a visit inside the clinic. So, yeah, guys, like I was saying, it's a lot of different opportunities that you can search. Like, so Plasma, we talked about the home health. There's also school. So I don't know if you guys know, I did apply for a schooling, but the COVID came and I no longer could do the opportunity for the school nursing because the school is closed down. So they have school nursing where you can work inside the school, and you can also ride the bus with the students. If they assign you like a specific student, you can do that, or you can be the school nurse for an entire building. They have so many opportunities. I don't want anyone to feel subjected to bedside care because I know what it's like. I was once that person who felt subjected to doing bedside care until I took it upon myself to do my own research and to find other opportunities besides bedside care. I needed an opportunity that paid well, that I could still have a full 40-hour, 80-hour work schedule and make a sufficient amount of money, but just not be overworked or stressed out, coming home overly tired because I had a crazy exhausting day. That type of environment is not for me. I need like a little bit of peace. Like, I know nursing isn't perfect at all. If you know nursing is not perfect. Nowhere near healthcare in general isn't perfect. It's almost always a little interesting, you know. It's always something going on, like a, you know. But I try to find the environments that are as calm as possible because that's just the kind of environments that I like to be in. You know, everybody's different, like I said. So, yeah. I just wanted to come and make a quick video about why I don't prefer bedside care. But I will come to you guys with a story time about why I walked out. If I didn't talk about it already, I'm not sure if I discussed it. But it's an interesting story. It's a little interesting. I'm going to have a glass of wine and talk to you guys about it. So, yeah. So, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. I'm so happy that you guys are watching. I didn't fix my edges because I got patients back to back. And, yeah. You guys are fine. You guys love me for who I am, and I'm grateful. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't so you can keep updated videos, keep notifications on the videos. Hit the bell so you can get notifications if you are already subscribed. Comment, share my video. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Comment down below the next video that you guys would love to see, and I'll talk to you guys later.